So here's a little beginner lesson on the autumn leaves. So I am using the autumn leaves G minor key arrangement. You can also find this in E minor, but G minor is the one that most of my friends jam on and play on, so that's the one I play most. The real book has the E minor version. But if you just remember that G minor is the relative minor of B flat major scale, so B flat major scale. That's the relative major, two flats, B flat and E flat. And to get to the relative minor, which Autumn Leaves is in, G minor, just go down 3 steps of the scale, to the 6th degree of the scale, and start from G and play G to G. And there's the key that the piece is in. And you can basically stay on these notes the entire piece for improv and also the melody. So I think it's a good idea to just get started by playing the melody. And the melody is a stepwise sequence. So I'm just going to walk you through the A section. It starts on G, the first note of the G minor scale. It's on beat 2 of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, whatever fingering you're comfortable with, I use 4 or 5. I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is my habitual way, but you can use 5. Pinky finger. And you just go down 1 note lower. F, G, A, D. That adds some accidentals. You hear that. There's some reasons for that I won't go into, but I would just keep practicing that over and over again. And when you have that memorized, when that is second nature, it's going to loosen up. You can even sing the words along with it. You know, you can have different styles that you do it in. You can do it in a ballad style. 2, 3, nice and slow. Once you have that right hand sequence down and you can play that, and then you go to your left hand chords. You see the first chord is a C minor 7, and this is one way of playing it. It's I guess the easiest, the most basic, and you just have C, E flat, G, B flat. I'm using 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, C, E flat, G, B flat. And the next chord we go to is an F7. And that F7, if you look it up in a chord dictionary or just know your theory, that's an F dominant 7. So we're going to have an F, an A, a C, and an E flat. And instead of going up like that, we're just going to keep the 2 notes in common we have, keep our lower 2 exactly there, and just drop these top 2 fingers down to an F and an A. So it's going to sound like this. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I'm literally just dropping the upper 2 notes down to an F and an A, from G flat and B flat to F and A, and keeping the C and the E flat stable. Now what do we do next? Well, we have C minor 7 to F dominant 7. And now we want to go to a B flat major 7. That's B flat, D, F, and A. And how do we get there? Well, root position, we keep the F and the A, and we just drop the lower 2 fingers down to a B flat and a D. And we have it. I'm going to do that again. We go from C minor 7, drop the top 2 down, F dominant 7, drop the lower 2 down to get us to a B flat major 7. So it sounds something like this when you put it together with the right hand. guess what? We're going to an E flat major 7 next, and you just repeat the left hand pattern of dropping the upper 2 notes. B flat major 7. You just drop the top 2 notes, so an E flat and a G. B flat D, E flat G, and that gives us the E flat major 7. So doing this whole sequence. You see that? Just drop the lower 2 down again to get to the A minor 7 flat 5. A, C, E flat, G is the A minor 7 flat 5, also known as a diminished 7th chord. So check this out. Drop the top 2. Drop the lower 2. Drop the top 2. Drop the lower 2. Drop the top 2. End on a G minor 7 chord. So we're going to do this pattern. C minor 7, drop the top 2, which gives us the F dominant 7, and then drop the bottom 2, B flat a major 7, drop the top 2, E flat major 7, then drop it down the bottom 2 to give us the A minor flat 5 7, the A diminished. And then we're going to do A, C, D, F sharp, which gives us the D major 7 chord. That's just dropping down the 2 top notes again. And then finally drop down the 2 lower notes and the thumb to an F natural to give us the G minor 7. Have fun improvising on that G minor scale with the left while practicing the left hand sequence. Drop the top, drop the bottom, drop the top, drop the bottom, drop the top, and go down to your G minor resolution. This is where you start, and this is where you end. It's just a sequence in the right hand and the left hand between the 2. So that's the A section of Autumn Leaves in G minor.